Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be unboxing and reviewing the LEGO Ninjago set number 71838, Kai's Motorcycle Speed Race. So starting this one off, we will be taking a look at the box. So here at the front, we do get a decent look at the set itself. At the imagery for the set itself, we do get some rather nice backgrounds, some nice background art. You got like some you got like some like blurred details here and there, likely because they're like moving at high speeds, like presumably. And like in the back, like this part of the background is also pretty cool. Like, that's cool. Up here we have the LEGO logo and the Ninjago Dragons Rising logo right there with the Dragons Rising subtitle. Over here at this corner, we do get like this half and half thing with uh, one of the new with one of the new ninjas from like Dragons Rising, as well as like one of the dragons. Okay, so it's that. There's like just some interesting lining, tornado stuff going on here. Yeah, okay. Okay, down here at this corner, we do get a look at the included minifigures, that being Kai and the spectral Dragonian Scout. Spectral. Okay, I believe like that's like a new. That's like the new, like one of the like new enemies, like for Ninjago. Like this is like sort of interesting to me because, to my knowledge, like as of like because as of the time of this recording, this would be one of the newest, one of the sets from the newest Lego Ninjago wave as of this recording. So it is like pretty interesting to unlock something that is relatively new. That's pretty cool. But getting back to it, down here we have the number of pieces. And over here we also have the name and the set number, as well as the recommended age for this set. Very nice. Up here at top, we got some words and things, but we also get a one-to-one scale, a one-to-one like image, a scaled up like one-to-one image scale of one of the minifigures included. That being Kai, it's only gonna be like about yay tall. Okay. Over here on this side, not a whole lot going on here aside from a little bit of the box art from the front carrying over to this side. Here's how the bottom looks like. It's just like mentioning like the like Lego app and other stuff down here. And over here on this side, we do get some rather nice box art for Kai. And moving over here to the back, got the Lego logo. We also got this. We also got like another shot of what's included in this set. So yeah, so you can see that they're like jumping, like having a mid-air like sword battle and whatnot. Like, okay, all right. And we also have the like thumb tap thing here, which will of course segue us to give us a segue to opening the box. So what you can usually do is what you can do is you can like push this in and tear it out. But what I'm gonna do is take a one of these brick separators and just go in and open it that way. And then after having done that, we can go ahead and go in and get this open and see what's inside. Close that back up and basically set that back there. Okay, now we have, and with that, here is what's included in the box. So we can, of course, start by looking at the instructions. So you see here it gives us like a sort of render shot of the front page. Cover page sort of gives us a render shot of the two bikes and their riders. And yeah, it also like shows like the builds. Like back here we got back here, so there's how the back page looks like. And back here we do get like the parts lists. So here is everything included in the set. Over here shows us a giraffe and a pig with extremely long legs. Turning over the page, we do get some advertisements for the sets released in this rather recent wave. And it also says new episodes out now, because there's also a show for this, but I haven't seen it. Still catching up on my Ninjago stuff. But yeah, we get to look at like other sets from this new wave. Got some like rather interesting stuff in here. The Lloyd mech is interesting for a feature that one has. And yeah, aside from that, that's it for the instructions. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. So we'll start off by opening the larger bag. Okay. And you know what, there's not a whole lot of parts here, so let's go ahead and open this one too. And set that aside. Let's take a look at that. So, here we have like parts for like the minifigures. Got the parts for the minifigures, right there. You got these sort of pieces to attach the bike wheels to. You got 4 of those, 2 for each bike. You got 2 of these kind of tires. These are like thinner ones with like these more shallow treading, and then 2 of these larger ones with like deeper treading. And that's cool. And then we also have 4 of these, 2 in red and 2 in black. Again, for each bike. Oh, these are cool. So, we got like these sort of like spike blade sort of pieces in this really nice sort of like almost like a toothpaste kind of light blue like color. It's like it's like a very white, like kind of bluish white. It's a nice color, and it's a cool piece for that color. Yeah, that's nice. Got a couple of gold katanas. Nothing really new there. Got, yes, I'll get to that, but yeah, we also got a few of these kind of Technic pins. which are for the which are basically your axles for these, which are basically which are basically going to connect your wheels to uh these pieces. So you got 4 of those. You got this piece in gold. That's nice. Got a couple of these pieces in red. And aside from that, you got like some, got some 2x2 plates, 4 in red, 4 in black, 1 in red, and then a 2x3 in the darker red. I also got 3 of these clip pieces. This piece, which is rather interesting, I do like that. Does have like a nice upward slope. That's cool. You also got 4 of these kind of 4 of these black brackets that go downwards, and 4 of these ones that go upward in light gray. And then we have this. This is rather interesting to look at in person. It honestly looks pretty cool. Yeah, that looks nice. And I believe what and I believe like this sword has like its own gimmick where it like where it would like reveal like hidden patterns and stuff like through the blades. Even though this set does not have any parts that would allow this to happen, it's still like really cool to have like a set like as small as this one to include a piece like this. Still really cool. That's real nice. I like the minifigure parts, and then quickly looking through the smaller pieces. We do have more pieces in this extremely like bluish, white color in this really nice color. So we got one of these pieces in that color, 2 of these pieces in that color. So you got 2 of those jumper plates in that color, 1 of these jumper plates, and then 1 of these plates with like the teeth details off to the side in this color. So that's nice. Got a couple of cheese wedges in this clear blue color. Got a couple, we got like 3 of these. Got like 3 of these gold weapon pieces. These weapon pieces in gold. Nice. This is a cool piece. It's like a nice hilt. It's like a sort of like hilt thing in this color. It's like a dark gray like hilt piece. Haven't seen that one before. That's cool. Like, and we also got like some red spikes. Got 3 of those. 2 of these handlebar pieces. Got 2 jumper plates in the key orange color, and then 1 in red. 2 of these ingot pieces in black. 3 of these round pieces in gold. 2 of these kind of pieces, 1 in red and 1 in black. 3 of these clip pieces in black and 3 in red. 1 of these kind of bracket pieces in the key orange color, or school bus yellow, and then 1 of these double hinge pieces. And with that, so that is it with like the parts portion. Overall, it has like a interesting amount. There are some rather interesting parts in here. I do quite like it. You got like some like you got like enough like basic like brackets and plates and stuff to like put together like some interesting things. Oh, oh yeah, just like and they also have like these interesting like interestingly molded like armor pieces, like shoulder armor pieces. Yeah, that's cool. I also got like this nice helmet piece. Oh, that's cool. They got a lot of interesting, like specialized molds in here. So overall, like in terms of the first impressions on here for the set, it's not looking too bad. Yeah, rather nice. Price of parts, if you're talking, yeah, if you're talking like price to parts ratio, it's like for how much this costs, it's like that you can see that the price to part ratio is not quite there, but at the same time, it does come with not only does it come with two minifigures, but those two minifigures are coming with quite a few like interesting, like rather interesting pieces. You got like, and then also like pieces like this that like just come in this set. There are some rather interesting pieces in here, and I do enjoy that. That's nice. So let's go ahead and move those aside, so I can put them together real quick. Okay, and with that, I have completed. I have finished the building process for these. So here they are, fully built up and ready for the review portion. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's start off with the minifigures. So we can start by looking at. Hold on, what's going on with the camera? Okay, that was weird. Okay, so we can go ahead and start by looking at Kai. And he does look pretty cool. He does have his golden katanas. That's how he looks. Let's go ahead and get a closer look at like the prints and molds and stuff. Here's how he looks from the back. That's some interesting stuff. We can go ahead and remove everything here. Get a good look at the printing on the legs and torso. Got some rather nice printing going on here. Oh, looks really nice. That's cool. We also have the specially printed the like this specially molded sort of dual molded shoulder armor. Just slides over there. That's like some nice detailed shoulder armor. And then we also have this thing here at the back, which if we can when we remove the katanas, we can sheath these. Well, it shows this one. Yeah, we can basically. It's better to sheath. Yeah, from the looks of the sculpt. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, like. Yeah, like look at that. Yeah, so you can just sheath both of these katanas here on the back and get that look. And we can also then take a look at Kai's head. Here, And it is one of those heads that has the dual printing, which means he has like a face on each side of the head. Here's a more stern, more like angry expression, or like serious expression. Well, here's like a cheerful, more comical, uh, more relaxed uh, expression. They they both look rather nice. Let's go ahead and use the serious expression one. And here we also have this interesting hairpiece for Kai, also dual molded. That's not like interesting dual molded like minifigure accessories. And there's there's Kai, like an interesting minifigure. It's rather interesting, and we can of course have him hold this like whatever this blade is supposed to be. I'm sure it's a I'm sure it's I'm sure this sword is probably the MacGuffin of whatever season of Ninjago this is. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the Dragonian. This is the uh, spectral, the the spec the spectral Dragonian Scout, which I believe is like a sort of which I believe I guess it's supposed to be like a more upgraded form. I believe it's like supposed to be a more upgraded version of the Dragonians. Because the Dragonians that I've seen from previous waves were like mostly in like the darker reds, but this one is like mostly like made up of blues, whether that being the like super light toothpaste blue or the translucent the translucent blue that makes up his arms and legs. Got some rather interesting stuff in here. Got like the sword, which is rather simple. We can remove everything here to get a look at the printing for the legs and torso. Got got some rather interesting stuff here. Got the claws on the bottom of the feet. You got some tethers. You got some silver armor, some dragon details. Turning him around, you got some like spine armor and some more like printing here on the back. That's nice. We also got this like Dragonian like shoulder armor piece in this dark blue, like navy blue kind of color. It has like studs here on the back so you can so you can attach stuff on his back. Like it has like nice like shoulder details and stuff. Just slides over. Then we can take a look at his head, and the head is also done in like this toothpastey kind of color. Here's a look at the head. Got like some interesting like tusks and details in there. Got like tusks. It got like a darker blue there on the face. Got the red eyes. It's rather detailed. And over here on the back, instead of another face, it's just like more more details for the back of his head. It's rather nice. We can attach that to there, and we can also look at his helmet, which it looks like a dragon skull, which I guess looks really interesting. It's like done up in this gunmetal color, and yes, you can attach the red thorns onto the back of this, which you can like play around and like customize that a bit. That's cool. That just attaches to the minifigure's head like so. Can't it kind of restricts helmet articulation due to how it's sculpted, but yeah, like with the top and bottom pieces together, That looks really nice. That looks really cool. So yeah, so like a nice little draconian scout. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, and yeah, with that, let's go ahead and move on to the bikes. Let's go ahead and start off with the Dragonian bike real quick. So here's a quick look at the Dragonian bike. It's a really simple build. Like, not a whole lot of detail going on. We got like some details picked out in this toothpastey kind of color. You got like the red wheels. You got ever so tiny bit of the darker red there. I like the chassis. I like the sort of engine block portion of it, and as well as the top here is done up in black. It's rather nice. Rather neat. I so what we're and from the looks of it here, we do have a couple of studs provided by this gray piece, so that if we stand him up here, twist it, and then move his arms and twist his hands, he can then clip onto. He can then clip the hands onto the handlebar, and there is the Dragonian riding around on the bike. What do you do with the sword? Who knows? It has. It's not really a whole lot. I'm not really sure what you can do with the sword if you have both of the hands in there. But hey, if you say have him holding the handlebars with just one hand, while the other hand is using the weapon, I guess that would be an option to you. I guess that would be an option. Yeah, so there's what that looks like. Yeah, not too bad. I'd say I'd say that looks pretty cool. So now let's look at Kai's bike. Kai's bike is slightly bigger. It's a little bit more detailed. You got like a little bit of like gold texturings. Like here, got some exhaust pieces. You got some like the gold exhausts. You got like these gold weapons here off the sides. You got like some little what appears to be engine detailings here. You even got like this light thing that's not going to illuminate, which is not likely to illuminate the road because it's completely in the way of the large tires. So there is that. But hey, I, but hey, I actually don't think the color scheme on here is too bad. Like, let's look at the color scheme. You got a fair amount of red. You got it through the sides and the top. You also got this nice. You also got a nice settle, but do get like a little bit of that school bus yellow or orange color through the sides. You got like a nice extra little pop of that color, as well as a nice uh, little texturing of gold here through the sides. It's not too bad. I say the color scheme on here is not too bad. And then attaching Kai, and then getting Kai to ride the bike is pretty much works the same way. You just like attach his feet to the exposed studs here, and then you can either choose to clip both, and then you can either choose to clip both hands onto the handlebar, or you can clip on just one, so you can you can have him hold So you can have them hold like this sword piece. It shows on the box, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And yeah, that looks pretty cool. And of course, as you would expect, they both roll rather well. And yeah, like not a whole lot to this. Yeah, I guess like there's not a whole lot to this set. So, wrapping up this video with my overall thoughts. Right before that, here is a look at the spare pieces that you would get with this. You have 5 extra pieces, so you can throw those into your collection. See like how you can like play around with those. That's cool. So overall thoughts on this? It's all right. It's a decent little set for its size and price. You get a couple of these like bikes that are different enough, but are also extremely similar to each other. Like the builds of these bikes are very similar, but are different, just different enough to not be the exact same bike. It just in different, or just using different decorations. But they are like very similar. Overall, like the and the minifigures are like really nice. They have a lot of cool details and stuff. They have some really nice accessories, like plus this really nice one that you can just have like high hold, and that would like as he's riding the bike. Yeah, like this is a pretty cool set. Like it's a really nice one to have. It's a really nice one to open up and like be able to like play around play around with. Like it's just like a something you can like open up and like put together and like play a little like action scene with these two having like a bike race or like fighting on these bikes. Overall, it's a fine set. Or it's a fine little set overall. Not a whole lot going on here, but it's all right for what it is. And yeah, with that, I think that'll be it for this unboxing and review. If you enjoyed this video, consider to like and subscribe and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.